I got one question for you. Just how hard are you for vengeance? Cause it's coming, baby. Oh yeah, that's right, you Cthulhu-faced bitch. I'm coming for you, taking my title back. Oh yeah. Get ready for Angus McIroncock to go hog wild on you. Oh, and thanks for retrieving my blood echoes. Hey, welcome back to this lovely part 2, starting off with a vengeance. Where hopefully I will redeem my defeat against this guy. Although currently I'm playing like a scrubby little minge pot. But hey, whatever. When he does that charge, that is an absolute great opportunity for you to get a visceral attack. Just, you know, something I would have done if I was thinking. Haha! We trade hits, but I win! So vengeance is sweet and immediate, so that's good news. Now, let's see if I can decide where to go. Remember how I said I was really pensive and cautious? And I really don't want to miss anything because I'm really paranoid about collecting everything that's possible and not wanting to miss a single item. Well, you're going to see that lovely little bit of indecisiveness come to fruition here because I'm wondering, do I go in the cathedral? Do I go down this way? Is there a way to the left like there used to, like there is in the normal world? Nope, there is no Forbidden Woods, but there's an item over here. Haha, score! Molotov cocktails, I don't even use them, but I got 3 more now, woo! Yeah, it's a problem, I'll admit. But I finally commit to the Mr. Peanut Head Gallery, which is the Grand Cathedral. And I'll slowly creep up the stairs. Oh, who is that in the distance? So, let me put you in my mind right here, in case you might get upset watching me slowly and cautiously look around and just ever so delicately tiptoe in here. You have to be thinking right now, this is a boss fight, right? The only times I really die in any, like, you know, game that FromSoft has made like this since Demon Souls is against bosses, because you usually gotta learn bosses, and the only way to really learn them is to get your ass kicked by them a few times. So I'm really cautious going in here because I'm like, oh my god, first boss, the new DLC. It's probably gonna be some hardcore shit. Oh no, it's just an eye pendant. Oh, okay, well, that's fine, Mr. Glowing Monster Man. And yeah, then he doesn't attack you. I believe, and sorry, I can't quite remember his name exactly. It's either Loric or Lawrence or something like that. I think he founded the Healing Church. That is him. That is him in beast form. You touch his skull after you kill Vicar Amelia, and I guess that's what actually turns the world from day to night. Ah yes, the eye of a blood-drunk hunter. People collapse and turn into mush, indicating the onset of the scourge of beasts, much like the moon of the nightmare. Which, I mean, then makes sense with it saying that a hunter who's drunk on blood is said to be taken by the nightmare. Maybe that's why there's so many hunters here, including ones that are just, you know, gone from I guess, you know, their normal world, like Loric here. But he still is alive here in beast form, and I'm gonna try to stab him in the hand, and I can ruffle his fur, but that's about all I can succeed in doing right now. But if he's here and about, you gotta wonder what other legendary figures of Bloodborne lore may be around. One thing that I thought was interesting that I found out because of this DLC was those big great ones, pretty much, you know, well, one of the only great ones you see multiples of, the Amygdala great ones. I thought that Amygdala was like a specific one, but no, that's apparently just like the classification of that kind of great one, I guess, is an Amygdalan great one. So that's a thing. Unless they're like, we are Legion kind of dealio. You know, we are Legion because we are many. If you're not, you know, it's a thing. If you're not familiar with it, you can Google it. not gonna tell you it's worth a Google, but somebody just screamed. And I got shot and scurred. Yeah, I ran out of there. I swear, once I start starting part 6, and then from beyond then, I have no idea how many more parts it'll be after part 6, because I have no idea how long this DLC goes for, but I will be less of a pussy, I promise you. Because it irritates me too, because I'm just like, run forward, you fucking coward. You do not have to go to this little alcove to the left if you want to avoid getting shot by that gun to your right there. Hey, an amygdala skull. So I guess in the nightmare they can wither and die and are not so eternal. Interesting. Ha-ha! So yeah, those are guns, as it turns out, not old-timey cameras. Too bad. I thought maybe your guy was just like really self-conscious about being photographed, and give a little curtsy to this guy, because he's just gonna stand there and wait for you because he's wanting you to get shot in the back by that gun, and then he's gonna cleave you. He's gonna cleave you in the face. Didn't turn out too well. Turns out giant sword beats cleaver. Who'da thunk it. And there we have a lovely little river of blood with those horrible blood-gorged monsters from Castle Canehurst in it. Ooh, fun. And then these fellows will be nice enough to introduce you to a new item in this Bloodborne DLC, the delayed Molotovs, which I just worked right on into here. Oh, and this fellow with his flaming hammer will try to bring it, but he was not prepared. He did not know the rule of, don't start no shit, won't be no shit, but he started it, so I had to finish that ass. And I think I did it with style there, ladies and gentlemen. Stabbing him midair like that, that was with style. Just well timed, really well timed. Oh, and then obviously I am not playing this online because I cannot for the life of me stay connected to Bloodborne servers. I get booted from them almost immediately every time I, start the game. It's not great. So instead of dealing with that hassle, just going through offline because, easier. Won't get any hints from people or, the witty commentary of the populace, but, whatever. Game will work better. Oh, also, I probably should mention this. This is on New Game Plus 4 because I played through a lot with this guy. I have never taken any other characters through Bloodborne because, I did all the dungeon crap and everything with this dude, and I just didn't, ever want to do that with another character. So, if enemies seem like they're taking a lot longer to die, even if I'm using, big badass sword, than in your game, that's probably the reason. I'm probably guessing that this game's a lot better to go through. With this DLC is a lot easier to go through if you're just doing like a regular new gameplay of it. And I really wish I would have had a character ready for it. But I just one day found out that this DLC was out and I was like, oh shit, gotta play it. So, yeah, here we are. I was not really aware of its release schedule. I will try to stay better on top of it. Okay, so this is actually supposed to be a trap. I think the guy in the wheelchair is supposed to explode or something, and all of these pots around you are supposed to explode, and you're supposed to die, but I have no idea. So I'm just sitting here in my inventory, looking around. Oh, here's a boom hammer. Sweet, that's my favorite King of the Hill character. Nice, nice. Yep, looking at the stats, it's nothing too terrible special, but it is a trick weapon used by the old hunters and crafted by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. A giant hammer equipped with miniature furnace. When ignited and fired, it emits a volley of flame that explodes furiously upon impact. Crush the beasts, then burn them. The brute simplicity of the boom hammer was favored by hunters with an acute distaste for beasts. Kill it! Kill it with fire! So, yeah, I don't know why it didn't blow up for me. Maybe it's because in trying to, you know, kill the guy in the wheelchair, I smashed the pots nearest to him, and maybe that prevents it from igniting. But hey, saved my ass without ever even knowing it. But I watched someone else's playthrough of this, well, at least up to this point, and they set it off, and it was pretty funny. Yo, beast blood pellets! Those are pretty useful in the higher amounts of new games you play in, because bosses have a stupid amount of health. Alright. So this dude, Beast Claw Hunter, he is a cookie of a rather tough variety. If you were wondering maybe where to get the Beast Claws, they are in a Chalice dungeon. I cannot off the top of my head remember, but I remember it is a pretty far in Chalice dungeon. I was really lucky he did not clip me again, because when he is powered up, he can damn near two-shot you, which is quite something considering that the Beast Claws are some of the fastest attacking weapons in the game. They might actually be a little bit faster than the Transformed Blades of Mercy. Not 100% sure. I have not used the Beast Claws very much because I'm not a giant fan of just how short their effing range is. But getting a weapon that can stun guys in this DLC, particularly if you're just playing through on New Game or maybe even New Game Plus, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But once you start getting into higher new games, the ability to stun enemies is huge. So stuff like Ludwig's Holy Blade, the Kirk Hammer, the Boom Hammer might be able to, and then there's another couple weapons coming up in this DLC which are also pretty good at staggering guys. But it's just a lot better, especially dealing with these tough hunter battles, because they can be real bitches, because they can take a lot more damage and dish out a hell of a lot more than you. Let's take a look at whatever I just picked up. The Firing Hammer Badge. Can you take a guess as to what that'll will allow you to buy now from the messengers? Any guess? Firing Hammer. Yeah, I know, I'm fucking stumped too. But, yeah, other than that guy, there really is not too darn much back here. I'll even prove it by going all the way up here. And whatnot. So, while I'm in this little lull, talking, well, waiting for me to figure out that there's nothing here, I'd like to bring up some stuff in the real world for a minute, you know? Get serious for a second. That's a complete lie, but let's just go with it. First of all, why did these people, like, neatly pack their luggage and stack it next to these well-restrained sarcophagi? I'll never know. But anyways, in the American presidential election, there's been a lot of stuff that comes up with, especially like a lot of anti-Muslim sentiment, which I really don't get. But, you know, they're bigots, unfortunately, and ghost boxes, as I'm seeing here. But, I saw something the other day, which really gives me hope, and, you know, lets me know that it's not the majority of people, which is good, you know, it always warms your heart. I mean, it's always like, you know, a lost faith in humanity when you see bigotry, but when you see good support for humanity, it's always nice. And that is that Mia Khalifa is the #2 overall porn star on all of Pornhub. And it really just gives me hope. Yep. At least wieners are not bigoted. Boom. Now, I don't think she's Muslim, but at least I'm guessing she's probably not a very heavy practitioner of Islam being a porn star. I'm just guessing. It'd be kind of contradictory there, but whatever. Mia, I love your work. Keep it up. Oh yeah, by the way, Speaking of jiggly things with fat asses, these fuckers, they look really disturbing and intimidating, but they're very easy. Especially if, you get your way around behind them. You're gonna have a good time. I recommend going that way that I was just looking. If you head up that way and over that bridge over there, you can actually get to a shortcut to your first lamplight, which is a lot better than having to run back all this way. But I won't find that out. I make these mistakes so you don't have to in the future, all right? That's what I'm here for. If you go over this way, though, just know the most fun time will not be had by you. And you're really gonna wish you had a quicker access to a lamplight. Also, better depth perception. would be incredible. That spit will cause slow poison buildup, but it does it very slowly and it doesn't do very much damage. The real big thing that it does is I believe it degrades your weapons like very quickly. Because I very rarely have to repair weapons ever. But when I was dealing with fighting these guys quite a bit, I had to repair Ludwig's Holy Blade a couple of times because I was getting gauzed on by that crap. What are you doing, me? Oh yeah, right, super paranoid, just have to look around for everything. Oh, scurrying madness, skither. Now, I'm really glad that for whatever reason he turned in early there, because he could very well lead you into a not so nice person. This fellow right here. Why is he not so nice? Oh, mostly because he has a fucking machine gun. And his weapon is a saw spear, I think? I think that's what it is. But mostly the chain gun. Now, in this fight, you're going to see me get luckier than I think I've ever gotten in Bloodborne before, because I should have died several times during this fight. Right here, namely, where I'm just, oh, yep, trapped here, no health left, but he decided to just bugger off at the last second. So hey, lucky me. Unfortunately, I'm covered in blood. Oh, hold on, sir, I'll get back to this fight. So, they had the technology to make a minigun back in these days. I know I keep going back between like minigun, Gatling gun, machine gun, what the fuck ever. But they had the technology to do it, and apparently they lost that in Yarnum because they're back to goddamn blunderbusses and flintlocks. But they had it once upon a time. Once upon a beautiful time. It is actually kind of neat, but like I said in the first part, I don't use guns. Just really ever at all. So it's not stupendous for me, but it's pretty neat to be able to just let loose with a frickin' machine gun. And maybe it would be, I don't know, neat in some circumstances. But I don't think it's gonna be replacing like the cannon for awesome one-shots or the Evelyn or the dual-shot pistol for just a normal sidearm kind of deal. But hey, it's a motherfucking Gatling gun, y'all. Nuff said. Yeah, heal up. So down to 5 blood vials, 5 quicksilver bullets. Don't know what's up in this cave, but there is a lot of blood and corpses. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, because one of those deals where I didn't get her on camera. In that cave, one of those shinies, I think some of it is a twin bloodstone shard and some is some bloodstone chunks, but there is a weapon in there called the amygdalin arm, which I will eventually show, but I just didn't ever show me getting it. But if you are wanting to know where that weapon is, it is in this cave, though it is pretty well guarded, but it seems neat. But like I said, you'll see it later. Just wanted to get that out of the way now. So these guys in here are pretty darn easy. The old Yarnum Beast fellows just screaming. Got quite a few bloodstone chunks in here, which is handy dandy. And this fellow, which will soon be dead, excellent. And a blood-starved beast for good measure. Now, this is a toughie, and also I'm an idiot. That little open area where he is in at first is probably where you should fight him. I do not know why for the life of me I decided, oh, let's go into a confined hallway to fight this thing. Don't know why I did it. Odd decision making on my part, I'll admit. Because, as you may be able to guess, might get my ass whooped. Yeah. So, decided I was just going to end this part by showing the item descriptions of some of these new DLC items we got during this point, huh? Won't that be fun? Try to find if the firing hammer badge got me anything but the boom hammer to buy. It did not. But, oh no, it gets you the piercing rifle, right? You can buy the piercing rifle with it. A rifle engineered by the Otto Workshop, the precursor to the workshop of the heretical powder kegs. Designed for hunting on narrow streets, this rifle has been optimized to cause perforation wounds, but is unfit for reliably countering attacks. Have not used the piercing rifle, could not tell you that much about it. But there's the beautiful, magnificent beast, the Gatling gun. This is a highly customized portable version of the stationary Gatling gun operated by the old hunter Jura and old Yarnum. It was the weapon of choice of the youngest of Jura's three companions. The Gatling gun boasts exceptional rapid-fire functionality, but is considered a cumbersome weapon due to its excessive weight and insatiable consumption of quicksilver bullets. I think I read it faster in post-commentary than I did live there. By quite a bit. Yeah. So it's neat. It's a Gatling gun. So, yeah. That's cool. But let's be honest, it's way more fun just get in there, get your hands dirty. But I hope you enjoyed this part. And much love to you, you beautiful bitches of the world. Fucking burning! I'm melting! I'm knocked to the fucking ground! I got a camera rammed up my ass, getting a fucking colonoscopy for a flaming dog! What the fuck? No! Just die. Just fucking die, man! Just fucking die! Oh, nice fucking miss, nerd!